Hi, it's Linda Edelwich, and I'm here to talk about the Glastonbury market as we close out the first full week of March 2022. Now, I told you last week that I would look at what happened at the close of February, and we'll get to that in a minute. We're looking at inventory totals and seeing how we compare to where we were last year. In terms of where we are right now, we have 32 single family homes that are on the market and 10 condos. And of the 32 single family homes that are currently on the market, 16 are resale and 16 are new construction. I happen to know that there are several new subdivisions coming on the market in the next year, and I hope that they're going to actually hit over the next year because certainly there is a buyer demand. And these subdivisions may contain 2 lots, 4 lots, they can go up to 6 lots, and there is even an 18 plus subdivision that's being vetted and going through the process right now. So we're really hoping those hit the market pretty soon because we have the buyer demand. Absolutely. When we were on the market in January of 2021, there were a total of 43 single family homes that sold. And this past January, we only had 19 single family homes that sold. When we were just in February of 2021, there were 28 single family homes that sold, and as we closed out the books of 2022, there are 18 single family homes that have sold. So there is a reduction in the inventory, and that's not because there's a bubble bursting. That might actually be return of a normal seasonality that we used to see pre-COVID. Now, the last 2 years, because of COVID, we certainly have seen an off-kilter in what the norms would be. That's the selling time and people wanting to get in and out before school. All bets were off, as we know, in the last 2 years. As we go into March, April, May, and into June, and we see how the inventory totals start to pan out, we might be able to better understand that we are returning into your normal seasonality, which would be, really good news because that's really a sign that we're going back to a more healthy housing state. We are seeing an uptick in our interest rates, as you know, and we are hovering at about 4% to give or take, and we are seeing a lot of buyer activity in the $300,000 to just under $700,000 price point. I certainly know that if you have a house that's going to come on the market and you're in the 600s, you're going to have a huge amount of interest. And if you are in the $300,000 to $400,000 price point, whether you're a buyer or you're a seller, that's the price point that we have the most amount of activity year over year, is in that nice sweet spot for buyers. It's sort of your introductory first-time home buyer or downsize marketplace. And if you're in that $400,000 to $550,000, forget about it. You are really going to be in competition. So as a buyer, it's super important to be pre-approved, ready to go, have that education on what it's like to write an offer. That way you're not doing that 5 minutes before the deadline after you just saw the house to get the offer in. And that is still happening, my friends. We are still seeing houses that are going on the market, having a significant amount of showings. I just put a house on the market on 3 Mile Road, and this past weekend in 15 short hours of showings, because we really limited the time of when we were allowing people to get in and out of that particular house. We had over 50 private showings, and the open house had over 25 plus people attend. And we were in multiple offers, and I'm happy to say the sellers did accept a wonderful offer from a really lovely buyer, and they're super excited to be working with that buyer. So definitely there are a ton of buyers out there still. There isn't a bubble that's bursting. We are expecting to be in this market that we're in currently right now for a long time to come. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me or send me a text message, and I look forward to helping you with any of your questions. And thank you so much.